Hello there.
Who doesn't love Star Wars, right? It's got everything. It's got cool lightsaber duels, iconic characters, amazing stories for the most part, cool planets, amazing lore, a great fan base, and terrible dialogue.
Life seems so much simpler when you're fixing things.
I mean, so terrible that it is iconic. I mean, it is embedded in Star Wars culture. With all that dialogue, there has to be a top 10, right? So, the top 10 worst lines in all of Star Wars.
Believe me, I wish that I could just wish away my feelings. But I can't.
Ugh. Brother, ugh.
All right, coming in at 10, we got Anakin, risen up Padme by the Yule log, in Attack of the Clones. This was the worst line, but the entire scene and dialogue between Anakin and Padme in this part of the movie is just so funny and so bad.
You are asking me to be rational. That is something I know I cannot do.
It's like this weird Shakespearean sad poetry romance vibe that George Lucas was trying to just like shoe into this space epic, and I just didn't understand it. Who says this? Who says,
Believe me, I wish that I could just wish away my feelings.
Anakin, what are you doing? And he still got laid. It's crazy to me.
Anything is possible, Padme. Listen to me.
Anything's possible!
The corniness of this entire scene, the way Hayden, my boy, I love you, but the way you deliver it, that's why it has to go on the list. But it's just 10. It's not the worst or even close to the worst, but it has to go on the list and it's got to be 10.
Are you an angel?
60% of the time, it works every time.
I mean, it really shows you how bad some of these upcoming lines are when
Are you an angel?
is only number 9 on the list. Really crazy to think that Anakin and Padme's entire love saga started with 9-year-old Anakin rizzing up Padme with this pickup line out of nowhere. I don't even know. He just randomly is sitting on the counter, sees Padme, and is like, "Hey, are you an angel?" And then follows up with some random BS story about angels on some random moon that's never brought up ever again. I mean, he still got the girl though, and that's why it's only at 9. But I also had to include some of Fanti Man Young Anakin on the list. Maybe there'll be a couple more. Who knows?
Solo.
All right, coming in at number 8 is our first line from the Disney era of Star Wars, and it's got to be from the Solo movie. So you're telling me this is how the legendary Han Solo got his name? One of the most iconic characters in all of cinematic history, and Disney is just like, yeah, let's have some random recruiter from the Empire give him his last name Solo because he doesn't have a people.
I don't have people.
Really, Disney? What a complete load of BS. And what a BS line that I just don't really accept into Star Wars canon. Yeah, I remember watching this movie the first time at home. Yes, I did not watch this movie in theaters because The Last Jedi was that mid. And I said out loud, what lame cop out of an excuse of a backstory for this iconic character's last name. Just don't give me a backstory for the last name if that's going to be it. Just one line from a random recruiter that we never see again. It's just so dumb. Oh, it's not even iconic dumb. It's just really dumb. All right, before I get more upset, let's go on to number 7.
And not just the men, but the women. And the children, too. They're like animals.
This is bad.
I just love this line so much. It's one of my favorite lines in all of Star Wars. It's just so like in your face. George Lucas wrote this line with literally zero subtlety at all. And if you just think about it, it's like Anakin lost his virginity to Padme and then proceeds to tell the girl he lost his virginity to, Padme, that he killed an entire village of indigenous people. not just the men, but the women and children too. And then she's like totally cool with it. She's like, cool, like, I love you. Everything's fine.
To be angry is to be human.
It's hard to have a top 10 of bad Star Wars lines without this line in it. So I had to throw it at 7. It's only gonna get worse from here. Just still crazy.
I bypassed the compressor.
Right.
You're telling me Han Solo, who has captained this ship for decades, right? This dude is old as hell in this movie, does not know how to fix the hyperdrive, but suddenly Rey, some random girl from a desert planet who has never been on a ship, let alone even seen a ship like this before, can just fix the Millennium Falcon. Bye.
Bypassed the compressor.
Come on. What is that stupid? That is such a dumb line. I just hate this scene, and you know, I have no bad ill will towards Daisy really, but I also hate the face she makes when she says it. I'm better than you, and I bypassed the compressor. Go away. No, you didn't. It's dumb. Let's move on to number 5.
Rey Skywalker.
She can't do that. Shoot her or something.
I mean, just stop. Come on. Just stop. Disney Rey will never be Luke Skywalker. They met like twice. And they barely had any interaction besides some dumb training arc. You would call it an arc in The Last Jedi, and now she's suddenly Rey Skywalker. It would have made more sense if she took the last name Organa because she actually spent some time with Leia, and I would be okay with that. That would make sense, you know. She spent time with her, and they had more than 10 seconds of screen time in one movie together. This just feels like such a cop out and just so dumb from Disney and J.J. Abrams, and I don't understand. It's just so stupid. Why? Why is she a Skywalker? I don't understand. Every time all right, let's just go to 4.
Now this is pod racing.
What?
All right, coming in at 4, we got another young Anakin iconic line from The Phantom Menace. It just has to go at 4, unfortunately, because of how bad it is written. But I love this line, and I mean, I know we all love this line, but if we're being fair, it's just so cringy. The line itself, the delivery, everything leading up to it. I mean, young Anakin literally blew up an entire separatist space station, and he follows it up by saying, now this is pod racing. Come on. Like, it's so funny because it's so random and doesn't fit the tone of the scene that's being portrayed at all. And it's so bad. It's just so bad. It is one of my favorite lines in all of Star Wars. But as biased as I am towards the prequels, I love the prequels so much. I have to be fair, so this earns the rank of 4.
I don't like sand.
All right, coming in at number 3, we got another iconic Anakin line, probably the most iconic Anakin line from Attack of the Clones. Of course, it gets everywhere. It's just delivered so awkwardly. Hayden Christensen probably read the script and was like, really? That's what's gonna get the chosen one Anakin laid? I guess that's what happens when you are the chosen one. It's an iconically terrible line that will go on and live on in Star Wars and meme lore, for that matter, forever. This one had to be on the list, and somehow it's not the worst line, and not even the second worst line in all of Star Wars. Let's get to number 2.
They fly now. They fly now.
At number 2, we got Poe and Finn, a tandem in Rise of Skywalker, noticing something crazy that they have literally never seen before in their entire lives. Bro, they have literally been flying since the Clone Wars. This is the same universe, right? If we're just thinking of this logically, this is the same universe that there are space swords, spaceships that go to light speed and travel to different planets and solar systems, levitating cars, and laser guns. And Poe and Finn are shocked that stormtroopers fly now.
They fly now.
It's like the Navy looking at a fishing boat and saying, "They float now? They float now." It's just so incredibly dumb. I don't understand what J.J. Abrams was thinking when he put this line into it. They thought no one would catch it. We got it. Don't worry, we got it. If you've seen one Star Wars ever, if you just look up on the internet, you will know that they've been flying and they've always flown. JJ, I'm sorry. All right, let's go on to the number one spot, the worst line in all of Star Wars.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Yes, somehow Palpatine returned, and somehow it's just as worse as I remember it.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
How are you going to undo what all of the entire first three trilogies are meant to accomplish by the Chosen One killing the Sith Lord, Palpatine, and bringing peace and balance to the Force? Do you expect us to just like brush over that and be fine with you undoing 6 movies worth of plot build? Come on, JJ. We're not dumb. And then to add insult to injury, which should also be on this list, but it's an honorable mention. Mary from Lord of the Rings throws in this line.
Dark science. Cloning. Secrets only the Sith knew.
Like, bro, cloning? Really? There is literally an entire movie called Attack of the Clones. There is an entire war called The Clone Wars. I just don't approve of this line. And I think this is a stupid cop-out for JJ to bring back a character because he ran out of ideas. Albeit, he was cornered by Rian Johnson. They both did this to each other. It's ridiculously incompetent and lazy writing. This entire movie would have been better written by ChatGPT, especially this line, and given a better reason as to why Palpatine has returned. But there you have it. Those are my top 10 worst lines in Star Wars. Let me know in the comments if you agree, disagree. I'd love to hear you guys' takes. Like and subscribe for more Star Wars content. And remember, somehow these Disney movies could get worse. Peace out, guys.
Somehow Palpatine returned.